Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. What a treat to be here in what is called the prettiest little stadium in America, home to the Georgia Southern Eagles in Statesboro. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Appalachian State Mountaineers, taking on another team from the Sun Belt, the Georgia Southern Eagles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Mountaineers will put total leather to crank us up. Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Georgia Southern's offense will have the football first. So the last time these two got together, the nails were chewed down to the cuticles. It was a barn burner. Think we get another one of those, Jesse?
I certainly hope so, Reese. And I know that mental toughness is very cliche in all of sports, especially college football. And David, it's something that coaches...
All by himself down the middle. The 20. Inside the... And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Eagles.
What a way to start this game offensively. You find the matchup you like, you put it in his hands, and he does the rest. The defense looks like they were sleepwalking out there to start this game. One play, they go the distance to score a touchdown. This defense better wake up.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So Appalachian State's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And Jesse, they've got a running back that they'd love to feature in this if he is able to answer the challenge.
Yeah, and listen, this guy might not be a Heisman finalist, but he can break off long runs. And this defense, David, they better be ready. They better pack a lunch, show up today, and try to get hats to the football. Because if you come out here with your B game, he can run all over you.
And it's important for this offense, too, because they need to have balance on offense. They need the ground game to get going. He's capable. He's shown flashes. We just want to see it consistently.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Mountaineers will punt this one away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Looking downfield, it's French. Bringing the heat. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. Those kind of plays can be huge for momentum. Even with the short return, they're set up at the 45.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Quick strike complete. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They're facing a third down. We've reached the end of the period. Georgia Southern is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Dozier. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. The give to the tailback. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Back to throw, it's Swan. Makes the grab. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Mountaineers come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive. There he goes. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
Momentum is such a real thing in college football. Scoring that touchdown here in this 2-minute situation at the end of the half is massive for them. It's going to help their confidence going in at halftime. If they're able to get this extra point and tie this thing up, watch out for them in the second half.
The extra point here would tie the game. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. They made sure that good field position paid off, going 45 yards. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. To the air on first down. Snags it over the middle. They'll pick up 4, second and 6 coming. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Fires on the run. Finds a man in the middle. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And it's been a hard-fought battle today. 2 teams out there playing ball and treating this crowd to a memorable first half. Seems to me, and I know I'm going to sound like a coach here, the team that limits turnovers and strings together productive drives is going to be the one celebrating a well-earned victory today. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Coleman. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Motion from the wideout. Might as well stick with him. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The give on the option. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Absolutely center cut. And with that, they've taken the lead.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, they're still happy to get the field goal.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Working the middle, it's complete. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And brought down, looks as if that's how we'll end the third. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter. Georgia Southern has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. And the Mountaineers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. And some room to work. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Back to pass, it's Swan. To the sideline, and he's able to tiptoe his way to a first down. The Mountaineers are marching down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Caught. Defense uses a sideline there, and he gets it into plus territory at the 49. And the Mountaineers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you can tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
They'll run play action. That's caught. It's Dallas. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. This third down play might be the last chance for this defense to stay in the game. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Back to throw, it's Swan. They're setting up the screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Wants to go up top. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Strowman. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Buys a little time. And couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the first down. Timeout called by the defense and 15 seconds to go in this one. And this field goal attempt might be their chance to save themselves. And this one can draw us even in the final moments. Absolutely perfect. Final minute of play, all locked up. Are we headed to overtime?
I am not always the most positive guy towards kickers. We all know that. But how about that, man? First opportunity in the game, in the 4th quarter, when your team needed it, the game now tied because of his foot.
The returner will field it and bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions probably, maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational-type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
First play of the first possession of OT. The give out of the gun. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. From the gun, the ground game. Turning it on. Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, App State. And they're on top here in overtime.
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that play.
Now to push the lead to 7 in overtime. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Back to pass, it's French. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Helms. Touchdown, Eagles! They got the score. Now to see if they go for the win or the tie. How about the renaissance of the tight ends? Inline, flexed out, split out. They can do a little bit of everything.
They really can, and they're asked to block a lot of the times, too. But I tell you what, all the wide receivers out wide, the fancy toys, the fancy spread. Don't forget about that tight end. He does a little bit of everything, and then you reward the big fella throwing the ball, and he catches, so he really can do a little bit of everything in an offense.
And right down the middle. One extra period didn't get it done, and we start the second OT. Wide receiver comes in motion. They think there's room to run to the right here. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. The Eagles can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Got his man quickly. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10. First and goal, they'll try to take the lead here in the second overtime. Looking downfield on first down. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Georgia Southern. Got it in to take the lead here in the second OT.
And this is how I want to operate. Nice job. He catches the football, makes a decision, gets the ball out of his hands, and let his playmaker work. Get the ball to wide receiver out wide, he'll do the rest, he'll get the touchdown. Nice job being on the same page, quarterback, wide receiver.
They got the touchdown. Now in the second overtime, you have to go for 2. Looking downfield, it's French. Can't do it better than that. The 2-point conversion is good, and the lead is 8. Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. They'll start this drive going to the air. Firing to the right, complete. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9. They'll go to the air. Fires into the end zone. And they pick it off. You can't give it away in overtime. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. I know how to sum up this game succinctly. That was fun, and what a victory to remember.
Fun for them, fun for us, just the back and forth. Games that are so nip and tuck, and you know every play matters so much. These are the games that we love to call.
Yeah, every play matters, David, and that's why coaching staffs practice overtime scenarios and situations throughout the week. It's important to drill these types of scenarios. You never know what games are going to go to OT, and when they do, you love to be able to go out and execute with the game on the line.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports.